I'm so happy to be here. 3.5 months ago, I heard about you on Hay House Radio, and I heard your voice in a 30-second snippet, and I was like, that's it. That's who I've been looking for. And then I went to YouTube. Anyway, okay, I have so many questions, but I'm not going to ask them. I'm going to ask just one question. I want to help me find out something that has been bothering me all my life, because it was pointed out to me when I was a kid. And even now as a grown-up, people still when they get to know me, they still ask me, there's something about you that I don't know what it is. And I've tried, I'll go to school, try to get a career, and the teachers will, I have a certificate I can put on the wall, and the teachers will say, there's something about you, but I don't know what it is.
It's authenticity. It's the same thing that makes you say, I have many questions, but I'll ask just one. It's the closeness, the vibrational closeness that you have to the source within you that makes you stand out in a little bit of an odd way, because most people aren't doing that. Yeah. It's your natural joy, which you are not demonstrating very well.
Happy today because I can let it all go. My siblings, they called me stupid every day, but I have listened to you, and I know I don't have to go there. I'm trying to forget it all, and I want.
Just don't try too hard to forget things. Just focus on the things that you want to remember.
Okay.
Because when you try to forget things, you remember them. You keep them active. So just pick out the things that stand out most.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
I feel like everything I need, abundance and relationships and family, all those things, I feel like they are on hold because of up to today. And I can feel something here. Oh, God.
It's a heart attack. No.
So I flew 2,500 miles to come here because that was the best thing I have to do for myself right now. I'm happy to be here. So when I go home, how do I start my life over
Well, everybody's starting their life over every minute because law of attraction is responding to your now vibration. Yeah. So as a result of our interaction, your vibration is different. So you've already started your life over because the vibration is changed. Okay. So the thing that we most want you to hear is that it's unfolding perfectly and there isn't anything that you need to do differently. Okay. Just focus on the feeling of things. You are really good at feeling. And so as you decide how you want to feel, let us show you something that we know about you. So we want to focus on the word clarity. And we want you to focus with us on the word clarity and feel clarity coming over you just by you focusing on the word. Can you think of examples in your life? Aren't you the one who is always the organizational person around? Aren't you the best one to decide what's the best way for things to go in the environment that you are in? Aren't you the one who usually steps up with more organizational skills? Aren't you the one who is most likely to figure things out in the group that you move around in? In other words, wouldn't you acknowledge, as we focus right here, how easily clarity comes to you? Clarity and focus?
I'm kind of lost right now because I don't have a direction in I know what I don't want. A lot of things I don't.
But this is what we're trying to help you, because we have just a little bit of time together. You come a long way, and you want this to be a really important starting point for you. And so we're just giving you the easiest way to go about this. We want you to trust us when we say it is good as it is and getting better. But the significant thing that we're wanting you to realize that you can do differently and better than you have been doing is not try to make things happen and not try to affect changes. Affect only the difference in the way you feel. Affect only a difference in the way you feel, and let that vibrational change everything else. And then watch, pay attention, and write it down when it happens. I felt this way and then this happened, and I felt this way and then this happened. Not this happened and caused me to feel this way, and this happened and caused me to feel this way. This is the one small change in the powerful focus that is you that will make all the difference for you. It is our promise to you.
Okay.
All right.
One more question about religion. Well, I was raised in church, and I don't go to church because I never believe whatever they say. But one thing I like it is about music, and I like church music, and I like to sing and dance to it. But the words, of course, I don't believe what they say about it. So is this music?
If you want to take just a moment here, tell us what it is that you have heard at church that you most do not believe.
I would say, it was hard for me to accept that somebody died for me. Even when I was a kid, it did not resonate, no matter how many times I heard about it, which is the basis of, becoming a Christian, is to believe somebody died for me. I never believed, that.
Was there anything about that person that they were focused upon that did resonate with you?
Not really. The only thing that I resonate to is the music, and that's it.
Do you think, from what you've experienced, from what you've picked up that did resonate along your physical trail, do you think that when someone makes their transition that that's the end of them, or do you think that they still continue to exist as consciousness?
They exist. They continue to exist.
And do you think that since they still continue to exist, do you think that there is a possibility that they have a loving interest in you?
Yes.
And do you think that if you allowed yourself to relax and release resistance, that they could reach to you?
Yes.
And do you realize that through the music that is what is happening?
Oh. Oh my God. When I listen to the music and I'm dancing, the whole night I cannot sleep. I'm awake.
Because you're allowing that broader perspective, that appreciation of you. That is what's happening. So sometimes people have experiences that lets them know about the eternalness, and then they try to define it in ways to sort of try to control you a little bit. But what if someone really wanted you to understand about your eternal nature, and so they made a big deal about their physical death, and then they made another big deal about their continuing to be? Isn't that a story worth knowing? Don't you sort of want to kind of know? It was really good for Esther when Jerry made his transition, because he didn't really go anywhere. She hears him and senses him and feels him and interprets him and benefits from his wisdom all the time on a daily basis. So it's sort of kind of like that story, in the sense that someone did make their transition, but they still continue to live. And not only do they continue to live, they still continue to live through you. They do continue to live through you. So we don't like that story and the way it's being told either, because there's so much distortion in it, and there's so much control in it, and there's so much stuff in it that doesn't have anything to do with who that energy is or who that consciousness is. but there's so much about it that is right on target with the way that it is, you see. And that's why you like the music.
Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed.